tried to open the door on this thing, and I didn't even know it had an alarm, so now I gotta go open it, unlock it. Stop! Stop it. Gosh, stupid thing. Oh yeah, Old Faithful. Oh, that's not good. Huh. Good morning, guys. Today is a great day because the IS300 is here. Kelly drove all day yesterday and the night before to get the car here to us. And today we're going to Medford. Today we're in Medford. Who's this? Yo, what's up, dude? At what? Oh, sick. Okay, do you want me to text you? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. Bye. Got a text on my food order. This is something I'm pretty stoked on. We got the IS300 here, and a while ago I bought some rear over fenders in Portland, and I had Trenton to pick them up. So it just worked out that I was able to grab them from Trenton on this trip. And now we've got the car here, so we're going to try and install these wide fenders. The main reason I'm doing this is not for style, even though that's going to style pretty hard on this car that's mediocre, is that all the wheels I brought are big wheels, and this car does not hold big wheels. This car holds small wheels, like 18 by 8s and whatnot, and all mine are 18 by 10 plus 20 or plus 12. So in order to fit the big wheels and the 265s on this car, I think we're gonna have to cut the fenders. Right now, I'm just trying to get to the track so we can drive, so I'll probably drive on the few pairs that I have that are small. And then maybe tonight or something we'll try and fit the bigger wheels on here. We also need to spray paint the back bumper. Brody tossed a bumper on here, but it was a green one, so I want to do it black. But yeah, this car literally just drove 14 hours to get here, and we're going straight to the track. No maintenance, no nothing, just straight to the track.
771 miles.
771?
Yeah.
Dang.
And then we're gonna trip for what, another week?
Yep.
And then drive back.
2 days straight, then tomorrow's off, and then another 2 days straight. So 4 days of drifting, and a bunch more driving, and then driving at home. It's wild.
I just thought about it. You're like, I'm gonna shoot him.
Can you drive the truck? I'm gonna shoot him.
Home invasion, is that what this is?
1315.
1350.
Yo, you guys got the code to the house?
Yeah.
Pull ski mask over face.
He tried to stab me with a toothbrush this morning. Now he's got a ski mask on. Things are going downhill for poor D.
Oh man, he's been around too long. What do you got? Oh, nice. That's sick.
It's badass.
Yeah. It should be hanging on the wall, not in the glove box.
Something's majorly wrong here. Like big time. The back tire was going like this. Fell out of the car. It's in the street by the Airbnb. What? The axle shaft fell out of the car. What the? It like lifted us up on like 3 rotations, and I was like, what's wrong? And then it went away. 100% we're one-wheel drive right now, and the axle's in the street back home.
We got an update. We just crawled under the car and it looks like all the axle bolts fell out. So the axle's still there, but the bolts fell out. Like he drove here with all the bolts loose. Changed the control arm, but didn't bother to look at the axle bolts. So we still have the axle.
Axle might be fine.
Yeah, well maybe. It was rough when I was driving it before. I'm not gonna blame Kelly. I should have done the maintenance my own. It's been doing that for a while. But anyways, we need to put some bolts back in it. But I've got some at the track, so I think we got a solution. That was wild though. Wild.
What's going on here?
So we have what I would like to call a self-greasing system. So everything is self-greased with the axle. But on some occasions you get this awful, axle folly outy thingy.
The folly outy thing?
Yeah,
It's a technical
self-greasing
term.
system. Look, self-greasing, but sometimes the axle falls out. Right? That's
the only
performance.
downside. Everything's good
Is
except
that
for
bolt supposed to be bent? It falls out.
I was worried about the inner cup, but I think we're okay because that's just the.
Oh man, we're finally at Medford. I love this track. I'm so excited about it. And I'm finally in a car that I think will do well at this track. And it wouldn't be a track day for Old B Wicknick if we didn't have to do some work on the car. So we've obviously got that axle problem going on that needs to be dealt with. And I am just trying to mentally and emotionally prepare for working on the car. And I need some gloves, which are in the truck. Alright, so we're at the track. I had to mount a couple tires, which is way over there. I've been running back and forth. My wheels are too big to fit on that car, so I have to run the wheels that we brought, the extra wheels. So I had to run over and put 265s on a 9-inch wheel, which is no small feat. I'm used to stretch tires. They're super easy to mount. These were not easy to mount. So running back and forth doing that. I brought the spare diff, which is in one of the trailers over here. And that has axle bolts in it, which we need. I'm really, really glad that I brought the extra axle bolts in that diff because they're kind of hard to find and we'd be running around right now looking for axle bolts if that were the case. So I'm gonna grab those axle bolts. Kelly's been busting to get that car done, or to get the axle out, so all he needs is bolts. That'll be good. We'll put the tires on. The alignment felt pretty good and then we can go finally drive on track. That's all I want to do is drive on this track. Also, I aired up the tires to 90 PSI, so hopefully we can, that car will be able to spin them. This is kind of a momentum track, so not necessarily needing a lot of horsepower. Obviously horsepower is fun and it helps. I'm excited to test this car and just drive it at the limit with limited horsepower. All right, where's the diff? Where is the diff? I know I saw it in here the other day. Oh, there it is. Sick. Axle bolts? Yep. Awesome. This is exactly what I need. Super, super glad we brought this. It was like a last minute, oh, I better bring a spare diff. And then it was like, oh, I better bring some spare bolts. We don't have all of them. That side's missing a few, but we've got enough for one side. Oh, man. I got safety glasses on for one. So we brought these big wheels. Oh man, it doesn't fit. Like that wouldn't work. That's like some tight fitment, but it's not gonna work for drifting.
I'm not gonna hit the brake. Ready?
Oh yeah, it's self-braking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the old jack handle trick I did this for the first time. It was like my first year drifting, and someone showed me this, and I was like, it blew my mind. It actually works really well. But since we're gonna cut it anyways for over fenders, I'm not super worried about the result. I just want to get on track. So, okay. Oh yeah. Metal shaping 101. Dude. All right, go forward. You can actually just pry as hard as you need to get your shape. That'll do.
Well, you know, we were fortunate enough to have Wesley Motorsports hook us up with these beautiful STR wheels, as you can see. The fitment is proper. This car has never looked better, and yeah, we just want to give a huge shout out to our main man. It's our best sponsor, our biggest supporter, Wesley Motorsports. Thank you, Wesley.
Yeah. All right, finally we got the tires on. Everything mounted. We got the rears rolled. We got the diff fixed. The axle's fixed. Kelly's not happy about it, but we couldn't find an extra axle right now. As long as it holds for a few laps, I'm happy. I'll do all that work all over again. This car has AC, which I'm stoked on. Nice and cool inside. It's got a stereo.
What? You have AC?
Yeah.
That's a deduction.
I'll take any deduction I can get at this point.
It's not a deduction, it's doctor's orders.
We're ready to take our first laps in the car, and hopefully, no, not even hopefully, this car is gonna, nothing's wrong
Dude,
with it.
it's solid.
Yeah.
Get in the car!
We got the Mucho Machos on the rear with 90 PSI. We've got Achilles on the front with, I should probably check that PSI. And we're ready to rip. We got the GoPro set up. I wanna get some laps, finally.
What?
What's the challenge here? You got an eye patch? Oh, what is this? I gotta be kidding me. Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, aye.
No way.
So, Fueling came up with probably the dumbest challenge I've ever heard. The best / dumbest challenge I've ever heard in my whole life. Put an eye patch on, and he has a wooden steering wheel that's like a wooden pirate spoke that's like this big.
The Black Pearl.
So you have nowhere to like flick or do anything, and you have to drive your car with it, whole lot, and complete a whole lap without spinning out. So, we made it happen. No spins, no problems.
That was really good. I watched your whole lap.
I thought I was gonna spin
Oh,
out
for
the whole
sure.
time.
I was like, he's going off track.
Yeah, I seriously, I was like the first corner, I was like, I'm gonna fly right off the paint. Like, I thought I was gonna like initiate and then like straighten and then just go right off the edge of it, but like.
Not today.
Not today, suckers.
Ahoy.
All right. Achievement earned.
Achievement unlocked. Nice job, Seth. That was sick.
Yeah. Tell me when you're going. Sorry, didn't see you there. We've got our axle. We blew the bearings out. They didn't fall out, but they were all dry. There was no grease. This boot was destroyed. It was locking up. It felt like it was gonna fall out of the car again. Yes, I said again. We pulled all the bearings out, re-greased everything, put it back together, made our own custom-made boots with the rags, some Gorilla Tape. This is better than OEM. It won't rip. Like, if Billy Mays was here, he'd have some words to say. But we got this side done too. We're gonna stuff it back in the car, try and make it work, see what happens, at least get the rest of the day done. We've got some friends looking rats. Excuse our idiot friends. We're gonna try and make this work at least to the end of it. That's all I have to say.
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
Alright, we all good here?
Oh yeah, let me move that so you don't yeet my phone out the window.
First lap. I'm not even gonna go easy. Everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna feel it out for the first lap. Nah, hard charging, bro.
Well, we know this track.
110%. Why does it feel like the brakes are stuck on? A little bit. It'll be alright.
It's the tires.
Maybe. I think they're gonna rub when we kick it in. I think it's gonna squat and rub.
Oh yeah. It might straighten. Driving, more slow car fun driving. Doesn't sound bad in the rear end.
Did you hear it? It was going clunk, 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 clunk. So, we did 2 laps, 3 laps?
3 laps.
3 laps.
3 good laps.
Yeah. The car feels pretty good. It's definitely underpowered. One of the biggest problems we have right now is that both rear tires are rubbing, and so as soon as I pitch into the corner, we lose half our horsepower in drag between tire and fender, which is not only wearing out the tires, but reducing the amount of horsepower that's available to the ground, which is a problem when you only have 200 ponies to put to the ground. Well, probably 160 at the ground.
Maybe 200 ponies.
So it's Clutch Kick City, but you know what? I'm having a blast, and we were just talking about it. The best part of all of this is that even though we're down right now and we're waiting for parts, we're sitting in the car with the stereo on, the air conditioner, the windows up.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
The engine's running.
The engine's running.
Transmission's fine.
Oh yeah.
Diff's gonna be okay.
We're chilling. Yeah. All we need is an axle. So the axle, what happened on the way here, they sheared the bolts because they were loose, because I left them loose, and somehow Kelly miraculously made it here with all the loose bolts. As soon as I jump in the car, they sheared all the bolts from the axle. So we've got 6 bolts sheared and bent, an axle cup that's got bolts broken off in it, and an axle that is still intact, but the boots are ripped, and I think one of the balls, I think there's 5 or 6 balls in there, one of them fell out probably on the road. Yeah. So we finally got the car to a point where it's doing laps consistently, and there's no major problems with it. So I think it's time to pass the keys over to old Damian.
Let's see.
You know how to drive this thing.
I do. I forgot. It's my old girl, so.
38, yeah! help a lot to scrub speed while not stopping. Not full lock. There you go, just not full lock, it rubs. Where'd he come from? All right, what'd you think?
That was seriously so amazing. Yeah, nice learning curve. Did my first like solid e-brake entries, and just kind of get really throttle happy. Start just ripping way too fast.
What do you think about, is this is the first track you've driven on, right?
Yeah.
UMC's not a track, it's a parking lot.
It is, unfortunately.
What do you think, what's the difference? You like it more or less?
I like it a million times more. Like, if I could do anything, it would just be sit here and lap with this car, like, over and over and over and over and over again. Like, every lap, I started to feel a little bit different, like, confidence in, like, where I needed to push my skill level of, like, okay, like, linking the turn, I don't have to throw it so hard, like, I can just, like, kind of just let it go. E-braking in between.
Yep.
Just need to get, like, super used to, like, slamming the clutch and just use that to kind of guide me with forward momentum, but, like, slow down in that direction, like, yeah.
I felt your progression, I felt it 100% between each lap. I was like, certain points, I'm like, oh, he's gonna do, nope, he didn't do the thing again.
Yeah.
And the next one, like, oh, you just, like, piece by piece, putting it together. I love it.
Like, it's such an interesting thing to watch all the time, and then to have drifted, like, for an entire day at UMC, like, the consequence isn't there. Therefore, it's like, when you swing wide and you feel all crazy, it's like the next lap, if you do that again, it's still no consequence.
Right.
Like, it doesn't push you to progress like this. Like, we go off track, we break a control arm. Like, there's all kinds of dirt drops out there. There's all sorts of different, like, obstacles, and the turns, like, there's parts of it that are super technical, especially for my skill level, and then there's parts of it that are like feel really comfortable of like, okay, cool, I've done this exact move before. And so it's like the variation between doing a parking lot drift and this is night and day, and this just solidified that like I am like I have to like, it's not a question of like, oh, maybe like that was cool and all. It's like, this is it. Like, I have to get my car, get my things in line, and like be able to like practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice,
yes,
and then practice even more.
Seat time.
Like, like I'm seriously more addicted than I ever thought I could be after that. That was like seriously incredible.
Let's fix the car and do more.
Ah!
Pass to that guy.
You bought the wrong one.
I did.
It actually feels way stronger than Brody's.
Yeah, it is. 200 foot-pounds.
Oh, I don't care about numbers, I care about feeling.
Well, then you can feel the number.
I do, feels good. My Milwaukee would break yours though.
I doubt it.
It'd break it right in half.
Yeah, if it threw it at it, it's fucking brick.
So we just had to flip-flop these. We were wearing a lot on this side and not so much on the outside. So I flipped. Oh no, we're good. I tripped myself out there. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so the more meat is on the inside because this car has camber. And I'm running these up to 90 PSI, which is crazy. I don't do that on any car. But 265 is on a stock IS300, that's wild. And it's still gripped up, you feel it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's got a lot of grip. It doesn't just skate around like a S13. All right, tires are done. Back on the car, let's go get some laps.
How's your day?
It's going pretty good.
I finally got a 75 mile per hour entry. 75? Well, 75 on the board, 79 on the gun.
What?
Nice.
Dude!
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yes! That is so awesome.
I've been trying like all day. Yeah. Third gear. Drop to second to do the rest of the corner. You just do like
I thought we were going for round 2, having the car totaled. The tires are definitely cold. Like way cold. He didn't know I was following him, which is like it's a bro thing, you know. Should know. So we just had a little tangle up. A bunch of my buddies went out on track, and I just jumped in the back of the train without saying anything. Kind of shouldn't do that, but I know the guys, so I thought it was cool, and it didn't end well for us. Trenton was in front of me, and he said his tires were bald, and my tires have no grip. So when we finally got tangled up, I couldn't stop. He was stopped. He didn't know I was there. This is the best. I was a long ways away, but good.
Why'd you get behind me? I didn't know! You're supposed to be a pro!
Look at my car. You know how much that's gonna cost to fix?
Like $7, knowing you. Like, seriously. It's gonna cost you nothing because you have all this with junkyard. You probably stole it to begin with, so you have to spend the $7.
I took it off my green car.
Talk to Aaron about tandem etiquette real quick. Recap on this.
Oh, that's my brake line problem.
The brakes don't work.
I
don't know if that was before or after. Tried to pump the brake. Hey, it won't stop. What? Talk to Aaron about what? What did you say?
Tandem etiquette.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I sound like foot.
You're not like watching the video.
There's always someone behind you. Even when I'm in a different state, I'm always behind you.
Just drive like that. Yeah, because I drive a Mark II and you'll never catch up with your Cresta.
The worst part is I didn't think we'd catch up to you.
Shit.
I guess they were going so slow.
So it's the end of another day on Drift Week, and the end of the day was not as pleasant as the rest of the day. Trenton and I got tangled up in one corner, and he's frustrated and I'm frustrated, and we both got stuff to fix tomorrow. But it's Drift Week. It happens. It's drifting in general.
It was cool though. The frustration wasn't like there was no tension. It was
no
a couple
tension.
of bros.
Right.
Yeah. It was cool for me because like Trenton's car is like kind of a big deal.
It's really nice.
Like it's a really nice car. It's like really well put together. It has a beautiful vinyl like wrap on it. The livery's all sick.
Yep.
And so it was like for me coming into this like not really knowing the dynamic of tandem etiquette.
Yes.
It was really nice to see like two bros afterwards, where it wasn't like any animosity. It was just like, well, this is part of drifting. My car's kind of...
It sucks,
but it's like, we got work to do, but it wasn't like, dude, what the hell happened? It was like, it was really ideal, and it was cool to see that, so.
The other good part of the day for me also, because I get kind of bored drifting, especially in this IS300. I did a bunch of laps, and I was like, all right, we got to get Damian behind the wheel and get him some laps. I wanted to do more. We'll try and do that some more tomorrow. But just like sitting alongside of him and see him starting to progress lap after lap after lap, I really enjoyed watching that. And this track is really rough on tires. That was one of the bigger problems today, was like we could only get like 5 or 6 laps before we had to flip the tires around, and that takes a long time. So. And
with that car, there's a ton of dirt drop, so it was kind of consequential.
It is a little bit risky because I don't want to break another control arm. And there's a bunch of spots that I dropped off on and Damian dropped off on. It's like we need to be cautious of that because, yeah. But all in all, it was a good day. I had a blast. And what I'm realizing more and more about Drift Week is that even though I'm having problems, my car keeps breaking, and like all these other things that we've all been through together, the thing that matters the most to me is like hanging out with the bros, like being around people, meeting new people, like getting to spend time with the people that I like and enjoy being around. And whether or not I have a car running, obviously it's better when I have a car running, but like that's less important to me on this third Drift Week than it was on the other ones. Is like I just enjoy being around these people and like the new people that we're meeting and stuff like that. It's great.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please stay tuned. We got a lot more stuff coming. We're having a blast on this trip, and we love making these videos, so thank you for all your feedback. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned to what we got. You guys are awesome.